So we are often asked, as attorneys in the state of New Jersey here, what is the New Jersey attorney review period? Well, the attorney review is a unique feature or characteristic of buying or selling residential real estate on a contract prepared by a realtor only in the state of New Jersey. New Jersey is the only state that has an attorney review contingency in residential contracts. We most often get calls from clients during the attorney review period, and that's the best time to hire an attorney, is during the attorney review contingency, to have an attorney assist you with your residential real estate transaction. The New Jersey attorney review period begins the moment that a real estate contract is signed by both the buyer and the seller. So what happens during the attorney review process? The first thing that happens is one of the attorneys, or both, for the buyer or seller, are going to issue what's called a notice of disapproval. That's a notice to the other side that the attorney has reviewed the contract and disapproves of it. And at that point, the contract is legally null and void. The contract is null and void, it's disapproved. Then the negotiating begins again. The attorneys exchange a series of proposed addendums to the contract and changes and edits to the contract that, if and when agreed to by both sides, would make the contract again legally binding and revive the contract and make it legally enforceable. At Askin Hooker, during the attorney review process, we meet with our clients at least twice during the attorney review period. The meetings are virtual, of course. In this day and age, there's no reason to travel to your attorney's office multiple times during a real estate transaction, unless it's close and you have that extra time in your day. We're happy to do that. But generally, we meet on a Zoom call or we meet just via phone conference. And we will discuss with you the unique circumstances of your purchase or your sale. And we'll make sure that the contract that you signed with your realtor protects you and appropriately reflects your understanding of the terms of the agreement and appropriately confirms your goals in the transaction, whether you're buying or selling. We will negotiate the proposed changes that are needed to the contract to protect your best interest, and we will eventually, in most cases, come to some sort of an agreement with the other side with respect to the final terms for the purchase and sale of your real estate. How long does the attorney review process take? You may have heard it's a 3-day attorney review period, and that in general is correct, but in specifics that's not exactly accurate. The 3-day attorney review period means that within 3 days of the full execution of that contract, either party may consult with an attorney who may disapprove of the contract. And if an attorney disapproves of that contract within 3 days, the contract is null and void. If nothing is done within the 3-day attorney review period, the contract becomes legal and binding upon the expiration of that 3-day review period. The 3-day review period does not mean that the attorney review will be resolved or concluded within 3 days. Many times we like to, and our clients want to get out of the attorney review process and know that they have a legally binding contract within a day, or in some cases a couple hours. And we are very often able to do that, to expedite attorney review. As long as we have a willing attorney on the other side and party on the other side that is available to negotiate, get on the phone and hash out any differences, and we can get it done in as short as a few hours or certainly a day. But there are cases where the attorney review process can last much longer than 3 days. It can go on for 4 or 5 days, it can go on for a week or two. And just know that while you have a contract, whether you're a buyer or a seller, and that contract is still subject to or in the attorney review period, that either party can cancel that contract for any reason at all or no reason at all until you get that contingency concluded and removed from your agreement.